Is it weird that you're doing 3 weeks in a row?
No. This one, I don't know who canceled, because this is
So
I can't believe how lucky I am to get to do this record. I was like, what is happening here?
So we had Marcus King.
Oh, okay.
The blues guitarist from
I know that kid.
Yeah, he's a buddy, and he was locked in.
You know that kid? What a voice.
Oh, he's great. He's a
Yeah.
big fan of comedy. So me, Big J, Soder, he's been on the Bonfire a bunch. And then we've seen him live a couple times. Like he did the Brooklyn Paramount, and I got to hang out with him. And then when he did the Blue Note, and we all hung backstage. And so he would have been great for it. It's just that the timing, he could only do yesterday. And I was like, I'm flying the whole day.
Gotcha.
You know, dude.
What about, who would have been way better than me is your buddy Joe Bonamassa.
I know. Well, you didn't. Well, that's a Kagan.
You know what
thing.
he's doing, by the way.
What's he doing?
I don't know if you know what's going on in the BB King world.
No, tell me.
This is Tuesday. Can I say the date we're recording?
Of course, this comes out tomorrow, dude. So this is
this is Tuesday, September 23rd, 2025, however you say it, which is 2 days shy of his BB King's would have been 100th birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So there's all kinds of 100th birthday celebrations around this guy, and your buddy Joe Bonamassa. He's putting out a huge tribute album with everybody on it to celebrate this 100th birthday of, the father of the blues, the father of the electric blues is the way I would say, not the father of the blues.
Can we message him right now and see if he'll just pop in?
I don't know. I mean, that would be crazy because he has this album out that's coming out. Yeah.
Let me see what happens if I type. So,
yeah.
So you are a BB King fan, because obviously.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? I like What am I? I'm a Guitar Hero guy. Like, he is the roots of all of this.
He's the main dude, huh?
I think so. I mean, there's a number of guys, but yes, of like creating the image of the electric blues in Memphis, not in Chicago. And then it made its way up to Chicago and they took all the credit. But no, he is the dude. And so there's so much to talk about. And then I have to get out of here. And
so do I. I got a haircut. I gotta clean myself up. What do you wear to perform in the Middle East? Should I dress up in a suit?
I don't know. I would wear what you wear on stage. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I think people are pretty cool about that.
I hope so.
One thing is no tattoos, though. Sorry.
Well, I'm fucked. What if my mom has sent me all this stuff like, don't mention that you're Jewish. You'll never be able to leave. Also, she goes, sign up for this Temu thing so I can get some free Temu stuff.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, if you could text him, because he is putting out this huge 100-year tribute to him. He only died 10 years ago.
Really?
He died at 89, and he was overweight, diabetes. Yeah, and then there's a big controversy about his death, that he had these many kids outside of his marriage, from women outside his marriage and his marriages, and some of them thought that his assistant tried to kill him by putting him into a diabetic shock. There's a lot going on. Yes, but that's not what we're going to talk about.
It is now.
No. We're going to talk about the music. We're going to talk about the crazy, incredible. So what do you know? Let me just ask you this. When I say BB King, what does that mean to you?
I mean, one of the greatest guitarists that's ever walked the face of the earth. I mean, he is like the king. I always thought it was like him, all the kings, Albert King, BB King, Burger King.
Yes. Yeah.
Who else? Bernard King.
Right.
Who else? Keep going. King Charles. Keep going. Hold on. King Fisher, the Irish band that I met in Amsterdam.
King Crimson.
King Crosby.
All of these guys.
Have your King Crosby? I meant Bing. No, what's Albert King, Freddie King, and BB King.
Yeah, those are the three kings. Yeah.
We did actually the second album we did on this podcast was BB King live at the Cook County Jail.
Oh, that's a good one.
I did it with my good bud Ryan Sickler.
Yes, yeah.
And a lot of this. I mean, I'm not trying to talk shit on this record. What a great listen. But I mean, it literally could have been the same record. It's all that, like, if you gotta, ladies, if a man cheat on you, don't leave your man. You know, you just gotta love him harder. Like he screams. But yeah, and then we did Albert King, which that song, the very thought of you. I loved that. That was one of my favorites from doing this.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, everybody we talked to, I think, and Brian, can you check the math to see if we got Brian on the ones and twos, ladies and gentlemen? He's going to be working while JT is doing a meeting, or he's probably recovering from like a Molly roll from going to a rave in Ibiza. But check to see if we've done any other BB King records. I know we've done, maybe I'm getting like Muddy Waters, not Muddy Waters mixed up with BB King. I know they're completely, but I don't know if we've done more Muddy Waters than we've done BB King. But damn, Joe would have been a great one with you today, dude.
Oh,
damn, I didn't even think about that.
By the way, Kenny Wayne Shepherd is on that tribute album. Slash is on that. Yes. Tribute album. Buddy Guy is on that tribute. I mean, it's Slash.
So so he's influenced about as many people that play guitar as anyone, right?
Play electric blues. Yeah. I would think so. Because Clapton was, every time Clapton, they would interview him, he was like, why are you talking to me? BB King is alive. I stole all of my stuff from BB King, listened to his album. That's how I learned to bend notes. That's how I learned to play these blues scales. That's how I learned the whole thing, listening to that guy. So it's, yeah. And then luckily I got to do the Clapton album, the Beano. Do you remember those days?
I remember that. The Beano, what was his name? John
Mayall.
John Mayall, not John Mayer.
Yeah, not John Mayer.
I don't think did we ever talk about how you suddenly became so into guitar? Because it's also funny because you on stage play piano.
This is the thing. You don't know early Wayne Federman stand-up. For the first maybe 10 years of my career, my big closer was playing the ukulele plugged into an amp. And at the end, I'd overdrive it and do Hendrix and Zeppelin on the ukulele and maybe some Rolling Stones.
Is there a video of that anywhere?
Oh, yeah. Oh, of course. What do you mean? Yeah, that's I mean, it was like my thing. And some comedians loved it. And other comedians thought it was, a little bit of a cheat, but I'm a music, I always like music in my comedy.
Is that the biggest cheat you've ever done on stage? Like, or what is what you think? Cause I remember doing shows in South Carolina, and my feature was this like overweight black comic and very funny, very, very funny. I forget what his name was, but he was very, very funny. So I'm not shitting on him, but he had two jokes where he basically pulled either his gut out and was like, and he was wearing underneath one of his shirts, he had like not a tube top, but like one of those like things that holds your gut in.
Yeah.
And then his final joke was he'd pull his pants down and he was wearing like Lululemon pants. And so he's like, ladies, is this what you want? This is what you think is hot? And it was just like, and every time he did it for the first 4 shows of the weekend, the crowd was like, yeah, that's funny. Yeah. But on the last show, dude, I've never seen anybody kill harder, and the crowd then hated me. They were like, "Where's your prop?"
Right, exactly. It's so funny at the time. I never thought. I liked killing with it, and I had 90% of my act was straight stand up, and then I'd do the uke at the end, and it
killed.
It killed every time.
I know it
killed every freaking time I did it.
You would do what?
Yeah, I did that.
Did you play?
Purple Haze. Yeah, I did Purple Haze. And then I did, basically. And then a song called In Between. I put in a little bit of In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida. I don't know if you know that song.
First time I heard that song, it was in the final Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy's Dead.
Oh, yeah.
When it turned into the 3D version, when it said, put your 3D glasses on, and I put them on. Freddy.
You've never seen Manhunter?
Manhunter, the one with wait, don't tell me. Is that the one it's Sounds of the Lambs, but it's yes, I know Michael Mann.
Yep. Yeah.
It seems like a Michael Mann song. I could see him putting, what I mean?
The whole big thing at the end is all to that song.
Really?
Oh yeah. The whole Martin Scorsese style music underneath this 60s pop song underneath the horrific imagery on screen.
Dude, I was watching, I remember I was like, because he just puts it in every movie. I was watching Kundun, and it was just like, wow, children, it's just a shadow away. It's just a shadow away. He's like blessing people. Wow.
That's his move. That's his move. That is his move.
It's like, all right, Scorsese, you don't have to put it in every song, every movie.
But Cook County, by the way, is also in Illinois. So that is both of these records are from Illinois.
Why do you think this record is ranked lower than, because dude, that was like 498 and this is number 141, and this did move on the new list, on the 2020 list. This did jump it went up, it fell to 299, so 158 spots, and Cook County did not make the cut. So this was actually 499 was Cook County. It was the second album we did.
Right, it barely made it in. Yeah,
barely,
because I think Live at the Regal came before Cook County. Please double check that, Brian, if you can. But
I got it right here. No, I got it all right here, dude. I got it all right in front of me.
I believe it became, and that's why
65, 71. Yeah, so this is 65. That one was 71. Recorded 15 miles apart.
Yes, love it. Yeah, I mean, just incredible fidelity, and there's so much to talk about with this guy, this record. But yes, 65. And to me, I always felt that this record was a reaction to the 1963 James Brown and the Fabulous Flames Live at the Apollo. I always felt like this record, because they're both Chitlin circuit acts, right? They're both, they were working like all those black clubs and doing these, like we were just talking about with the, when you work the road, you got to entertain these crowds, whether it's Lululemon pants or, doing splits like James Brown, or singing your heart out and playing incredible blues licks on your Lucille Gibson guitar. Like that's what we're looking at here. And also, if you think about it, this is the British invasion is crashing over American culture at this point. I mean, I just wonder what these guys think, like when they're at the Regal Theater playing in front of like basically an all black crowd, and just like, what is going on here musically? Like all of a sudden, music is happening, jingly jangly guitars, and these, and the Beatles. I mean, the Beatles are more inspired by like, early Motown and things like that than by B.B. King. And so that's what's just culturally what's going on at the time, is they just must have felt like, oh my God, we're anarchists, not anarchists. We're like from another time.
Yeah.
We're from just a different era here. And so he is putting on, the show he puts on at the Regal is just incredible. Obviously.
I mean, we're talking about it for sure.
If we're talking about, can we cut that out? That was stupid to say.
No, leave it, dude. Leave it in.
Leave it in. Wayne
leave it in.
Wayne says one of the greatest albums of all time is incredible. You can quote me on that.
By the way, I don't know. Did I send you anything about me at Abbey Road? Because remember I booked it when we were doing the episode. Dude, going in, just a lot of it's been redone. Like they refurbished, or whatever that word is, updated a lot of the studios, like where Dark Side was recorded. It's basically, it's the same thing. Everything's like still there, but it definitely feels like a new studio. But where the Beatles recorded everything in Studio 2, it is untouched.
Are you allowed to walk up those stairs?
Oh yeah, I did. I've got video of all of it. Dude, the woman took me on this tour. It was supposed to be a half hour. We did about an hour. At the beginning, I said, "Can I shoot video?" She goes, "Of course."
Yeah.
And so I shot video in every room. I had her talking about stuff. I played the piano that's been in there forever that they used in the recording of Lady Madonna.
Yeah.
There's another one right next to it that has a John Lennon cigarette burn. They would say he would just put his cigarettes out right here and he would play. The board, everything. I went up to the room where they would chill. I went to the little area where they would go and smoke joints. Like everything, dude. I did everything. She let me touch some of the microphones that were used, that were probably used for they can't say, well, this was a definite one for, the John sang into, but it was all of it completely untouched. And at the end of it, I was like, this is so great. Thank you so much. She goes, oh yeah, by the way, you can only post pictures. You can't post any of those videos. And I was like, I took no pictures. I only shot video.
You can just take a still from the video.
But it's not the same. It's not the same because you can really get good angles, and the camera for the pictures is better when until it converts to video. And it's a good video camera. It's just not as good. So the shots of like the piano, I would have gotten a full thing, and I had to only get like 70% of it in the screenshots I posted. Plus I had like the songs I was going to do. Like when I walked into Hansa, and the guy let me into what is now a ballroom where, Depeche Mode and David Bowie, and I'm talking like you right now, and you too, Act Young Baby. They all put everything in. That's where they go. The guy was like, here. I was like, here, just open the door, and then I'm going to walk through in like a 0.5 fisheye. And then I did this really cool like thing with it, and I put like U2's One to it, and it was beautiful. And I was like, I'm going to do that for the Beatles thing. Like, there are places I remember, and couldn't do any of that. So I'm going to wait a little bit, and then I'm going to post it. I'm going to wait until she's not paying attention, and I'm going to drop it in.
Oh my God. What incredible. That was incredible, Wayne, with one word to describe everything. That was incredible. Well, I'm so glad you went there. I'm so glad. I have never been there. So I've seen many photos of that studio through the years.
It really is like just like she said, people will walk in and like kiss the floor, and and I touched certain things, but I didn't like go. I didn't get as emotional as I thought I would. Also, it was tough because there were like people setting up for something or breaking down, and
it's so they rent that studio, right?
You can rent it, by the way. You can rent. You can say you've recorded at Abbey Road Studios, because that's all she was doing, was like taking me around like to somebody would be interested in renting it. Yeah. And so she was like, this room's $600 an hour for the day. This is $3,000. Dude, it's like, I think it's like $3,000 for a 10-hour day in Studio 2. But then you got to pay for the engineer, and you can rent all the equipment and stuff, but
that's how they get you. That's how they get. Next thing you know, wait, did you use this cable? We're gonna rent you the
yeah. Rent the cable. I was like, do you mind dressing up? You want him to dress up as George Martin? That's another $400. It's like you can get all of it. I just chose for the small package, which is just the tour, and then say, no thanks, just looking. Angelo used to have a really funny joke. It was like, I'm recording my first comedy record. It's called Live at Guitar Center. No thanks, just looking.
Why? Because they're all on commission there.
Yeah, nobody ever buys anything. Everybody's just playing the guitars, and then they go, okay, help you out. And they're like, no thanks, just looking. I'm just looking, just noodling around. Just
right. You can always tell when the guys, they bring their own picks to the thing. Like, they're ready to go.
I just take there's a bucket of picks at Guitar Center. I just take a handful and leave. That's what I do. All right, so tell me about BB King, because I feel like maybe in the first time we did this, we didn't really go deep dive.
I don't know if you know, means blues
big balls.
No, blues boy. Jesus. And it's always tough to call a African-American gentleman a boy, but that's what BB stands for. His real name's Riley, believe it or not. Riley King.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah.
Riley B. King.
Yep. And he's about to, again, made it to 89. Didn't quite make it to September 2015, but, sort of somehow created this sound using his guitar. He's famous for having a guitar named Lucille. There's many versions of Lucille, but I'm sure you spoke about in the last one how he got the name Lucille for his guitar.
That was in 2018. So why don't you tell us?
Okay. Well, okay. He was playing, he's a Chitlin circuit act. He's playing all these black clubs throughout the South, throughout the Midwest, and just trying to eke out a living. And he's in Texas. I can't remember. Oh, Twix. I'll look it up. He's in this little club in Texas in 1949, not even playing electric guitar, still playing acoustic guitar at that time. And it was cold at night, and in these little Chitlin circuit rooms, they had no heating system, so they would put a big can of kerosene in the middle of the floor and just light it on fire, and that would be the heat for the room for the shows. And of course, there's a couple of guys who are drunk and are arguing over a woman. They get into a fight. They hit the kerosene can. It spills out, which what he described as a river of fire, goes through the club. Everyone's like, get the hell out of the club. The club is burning down. Everyone exits. And then Riley, I don't even know if he's BB at this point. He might be. He was like, oh my God, my guitar's still in there. So he runs back in the flaming, in amongst all the flames, saves his guitar, and leaves. The two guys who were in the fight get killed in the fire. They're dead.
Good. Fuck those guys.
And they were fighting over a woman named Lucille. And so he was like, this is to remind me two things. One, never run back into a burning building
ever.
That was stupid. I can't believe I did that. I guess I could have bought another guitar. And then, and two, as tribute to this woman, Lucille, who's like caused this fight, caused these two guys to die, and caused this little juke joint to burn down completely.
I heard that was the same thing that happened during the Great White Fire.
They ran back in to get the equipment?
No, there was a woman, Lucille, that set off the pyro in a club that was filled with asbestos. Do you remember that?
No, I remember. I didn't know it was. I didn't know it was a woman.
You know what the worst part of that was for the family members of the people that died? Is that they had to tell other people that they were watching Great White live way past their prime.
There's a couple Great White albums that are excellent, by the way.
Really?
In my opinion, yeah. I think I know they're in that group of the bands you make fun of, but yeah, I really like them.
All right, well, that's dude.
They actually do a I think it's like their version of Red House is incredible.
Really?
Yeah, the Jimi Hendrix. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously a cover tune when Jimi Hendrix did it, but
sure.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's everybody. We're learning more and more about Fetty Wap today. He's a huge Great White fan. I'm gonna get you a vintage T-shirt of theirs. I think I think they pay you to wear it.
Oh my God! Stop making fun of the band. Yes, it's the thing. Everyone makes fun of that band. I get it.
All right, keep going. Tell us more about BB King.
So he was. This all goes back to Bobby Blue Bland, baby.
What?
Yes. Because he, along with Bobby Blue Bland and Johnny Ace and other performers, were part of what was called the Beale Streeters in Memphis, not in Chicago, in Memphis. And they were like kind of a loose band that backed up other performers. And this is where he really developed his electric blues sound that eventually made its way up to Chicago with Chess Records and all of that. But yeah, so he was part of he was a DJ there in Memphis, and then down on Beale Street, they would just become these legendary musicians. Junior Parker was the harmonica player. It was just a scene. And this is the thing about Memphis you should know. It's one of the few big cities in the United States that, yes, it's black and white, but it's predominantly black. It's like 50, 60, 70% black. So it is like black culture there. And so it was really a real petri dish of musical ideas. And of course, our old buddy from Sun Records, I don't know if you remember that guy, who he opened his Memphis recording studio down there to capture this scene before it was Sun Records. So it was a very fertile area. I forgot to mention also, one of the other Beale Streeters is a singer I think you would love, who died playing with his gun, and he was in his 20s, named Johnny Ace. Do you ever heard?
I feel like that name's familiar. Yeah, but tell me about it. What happened?
Well, he was part of the Beale Streeters down there, and he was a piano player, played with B.B. King, played with the scene down there, was part of the scene down there. And then luckily, like one day in the recording studio, was like, oh, I could sing this song better than the person singing it. And they did it, and it was like, oh my God, you're a vocalist. And then he had these strings of very emotional R&B, mainly slow R&B songs that are to this day just wild. That so anyway, he was part of that scene along with Junior Parker and BB and our buddy Bobby Blue Bland, the big vocalist down there. So that's Johnny Ace. And then he was on the road with Big Mama Thornton, who was the original person who sang Hound Dog.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Yeah.
Rocking all the baby deep.
Written by the Lieber and Stoller, who went on to write all of those incredible Jailhouse Rock, all those songs for Elvis, many songs. And he was just playing with his gun and was like, this gun isn't like, and then shot himself in the face and died.
Wow.
Drunk. The road, baby. The road. That's what's amazing, that B.B. King lasted, to tell you the truth, as long as he did, considering he was overweight for the last, 10 years. Or when I saw him, he was sitting down. He wouldn't even stand up for his shows.
I only saw him as standing down, sitting down. I never saw him standing.
Yeah, no, apparently he did. And and that was the thing. And there was this, about the Chitlin circuit, correct?
Ish. I mean, but go ahead and just give it a better description, because I might.
The Chitlin circuit was a series of black theaters, juke joints, small clubs, nightclubs, pop-up shows, all throughout. There was all for and by African-American performers. Comedians performed on this circuit, but it was mainly R&B acts like, James Brown, B.B. King, blues, all of this stuff, just performing all over. But the four big theaters you played to be like at the top of the Chitlin circuit world were the Regal in Chicago, the Howard in Washington, D.C. I'm sure you know that one, right? There was a club, I think it was in Philadelphia. I can't remember the name of it. I'll look it up. Oh, the Uptown in Philly. And then
Uptown Philly, Chitlin Circuit, and
then of course the crown jewel, the Apollo Theater on 125th Street. Yeah. So those were these big. So that was like the dream of these performers when, for the most part, show business was very segregated at that time. I mean, there were some exceptions. What Sammy Davis Jr. was doing, what Bill Robinson was doing before he died. You know, there were some exceptions with Lena Horne or Ella Fitzgerald. They could play white clubs, but for the most part, it was very segregated. So these shows were extremely vibrant, crowd-pleasing shows. Jimi Hendrix toured the Chitlin Circuit. That's where he learned how to play behind his back and all of that. All of the showmanship that goes into when you think of James Brown coming out, having the band behind him. That's all developed at these very raucous clubs throughout the South, Midwest, East Coast, even as far west as maybe Oklahoma. And so that's where B.B. King learned to do these extremely vivacious, crowd-pleasing shows. And what's great about B.B. King, if you listen to Live at the Regal, he's not introduced as the greatest guitar player or anything like that. He's introduced as the singer. Like that's kind of what he was known for as much as the guitar playing. So he, listen to the album Regal, Live at the Regal. That's how they introduced him, the singer B.B. King.
I did hear that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's, and then, you know, and another thing that's fascinating about Riley King, I like to call him Riley because I don't like to call him a boy, is that he didn't really play chords. He didn't really play along rhythm guitar along with the songs. He was either singing or soloing. He wasn't like chunka 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 chunka. I'm playing the E minor to the A7th. None of that. He wasn't doing that. So it's really like when you consider one of the greatest guitar players of all time isn't really playing along with the song is wild.
That is
and
wild.
I think he could play chords, but he really liked singing these songs just from the deepest part of his soul. And then just when you think it couldn't get more emotional, we would just these incredible guitar solos. And he was not super fast, like I don't know, like even Buddy Guy, like or Eric Clapton. He was known for being extremely expressive and emotional with his guitar playing. It would remind me of, here's something, we just talked about them, the way David Gilmour plays guitar solo.
Oh, he always mouths what he's doing too. He's always like,
he does.
Oh yeah, dude. When he's doing solos, when he's doing the solo for Comfortably, is it Comfortably Numb?
Yeah.
No, it's not just, no, it might be Wish You Were Here. But it's like you watch the video of him doing it, and he's always just like,
yeah. Well, basically, that's what they're doing. They're recreating the human voice with the guitar, making the guitar
sing.
I didn't want to say it, but
yep.
Yeah. So that's what that is what he is really known for. And it was, you know, getting panties wet all across the Chitlin Circuit for years. And then just people just loved what he did. And then obviously the Chicago blues, electric blues explosion with Muddy Waters and all of those guys. And our buddy Howlin' Wolf, you know, the singer. But I think he sort of helped really create the template for electric blues. Little Riley King, you really did it. And this is, I just love every track. You know, I'm already ready for this track to skip that question. We'll get to that later. And also you know, he never really had a big hit until much later. Like in 70, he had this song called The Thrill Is Gone, and that was his big kind of breakout mainstream hit. So these were all R&B hits that he would play on these albums here at Cook County Jail, that that type of thing.
Was you could call him more of like an underground artist? Because I know, as you're saying, like the Beatles and stuff are popular, and it's all the Hollies and the this and the that. So did he not really become mainstream until someone like Eric Clapton got big, and then they all started talking about him? Yeah, I figured that.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. And look, he recorded records, but they were all on the R&B charts, which was kind of considered race music. So it was still kind of segregated, the whole industry. But yes, when Clapton hit and started talking about them, and then all of those blues guys went over to England, and the white kids in England just loved them. And then from then on, B.B. King and those guys all played to young hippies, as well as, Chitlin Circuit fans from, the 40s and 50s when they were still segregated. But yes, that is exactly what happened.
So what are some other interesting things about him? You mentioned some earlier, but like, what are the things that you're like, he's a big womanizer?
Yeah. I mean, yes, he had a number of, I mean, I'm not an expert on his 15 children that he had out of what?
15? 15.
Oh, this is something you should know about him. Please. He was a road dog, like even up till the end when he has type 2 diabetes and can barely move around. Yeah, he would do hundreds of shows. I believe even on his last year alive, he did hundreds of shows. He would like to tour all the time. He also sort of used very lighter gauge strings so he can easily bend them and get that otherworldly vibrato, I guess is the way you would describe. He had a very fast vibrato on his when he played, almost like a buzzing sound, like it was incredible. And it's so that's kind of what he's known for, is creating this plain blues music, hitting that blue note, bending up into it, and then just milking every bit of emotion out of those guitar solos.
Yeah, it says here.
Yeah, what does it say?
Fathered 15 children with several women. After his death, 3 more have come forward claiming him as their father.
18. So now we're up to 18.
Neither of his marriages produced children.
Yeah,
his biographer
How crazy
wrote,
is that?
I know, but this is even crazier. His biographer Charles Sawyer wrote that doctors found his sperm count too low to conceive children, yet he never disputed any of the 15 claims, and by all accounts was generous in bankrolling college tuitions and establishing trust funds. Yeah.
What do you make of that?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's like, pull out, dude. I know it feels good to finish, but just pull out.
No. I mean, you think like he paid for all of these things, yet never had a kid with either one of his wives.
I mean, I find that odd, obviously.
It is odd. Yeah.
But also maybe he was so tired from fucking on the road.
Yes.
That when he got home, you said he's a road dog. He was never home. That's probably why. Dog. Yeah. No so question. It's like,
no question.
I mean, it's great. They have 15 children.
18. And another 3. Maybe 18.
Another 3.
That's high, right?
he wanted to break 20. He wanted to hit the record. That's crazy, man. Well.
And then I don't know. Did you ever see the movie Rattle and Hum?
The U2 movie?
Yeah.
I do remember it, but I don't think I've seen it in a long time.
Oh, it's so good. Anyway, they go back to Sun Studios in Memphis, Sam Phillips' old place, and record this song called When Love Comes to Town. And he played that almost at every concert until the end, because that was a real crossover hit for him. And U2 just played it at the Sphere. In their last little residency there.
I wish I would have gone to that. I really bummed.
You do?
See that. Oh man, I would have loved. I've never seen U2, and what a cool place to see them for the first time. I think that would have been.
Oh, You've never seen U2? Interesting.
No, but I do think. Look, if you want to talk, when we talk about Super Bowl halftime performances, I think Prince is the best. But I think U2 after 9/11,
yeah, that was
doing Where the Streets Have No Name. Oh, yeah. With all the names in the back, like you said, just and then it drops, and then it's just I watch that all the time. I still get emotional.
Have you ever seen their set at Live Aid? U2?
Yeah, it's old. It's like probably like Sunday Bloody Sunday, and
yeah, and I think he ends up going into the crowd and hugging a girl, and the band is mad at him because they're like, "Oh, now we can't play this other song because you're busy trying to get some
puss."
No. It was more just trying to create a moment for yourself as opposed to the band. You know what I mean? Like
sure.
Anyway.
Anyway, I mean, come on, dude. It's
yeah.
By the way, he's been on The Cosby Show, Young and Restless, Sesame Street, Married with Children, Touched by an Angel, General Hospital, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, appeared in McDonald's and Burger King commercials. Interesting. Yeah. And he was a pilot. He had his pilot's license.
Yeah. Look, I mean, what can you say? BB King. And the weird thing is he doesn't, outside of the Thrill Is Gone and maybe 3 O'Clock Blues, like he doesn't have a lot of like big hits. And that U2 song that he was just, people would go to listen to him sing and play guitar and bend those notes. And wow, he was really entertaining. By the way, do you know what chitlin means?
Chitlin is like pig intestines.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I know that.
I always thought it was fried pig intestines, but now I've heard that it might be boiled pig.
Oh God,
boiled.
No,
but when I think of like when I was a kid, we used to have brisket in the house, which is
love brisket.
Yeah, but the same thing. Like brisket is one of the worst cuts of meat that you can get off the cow. So poor people would buy brisket and let it marinate for 24 hours to loosen it up a little bit and then cook it. It's the same kind of thing. It's like poor people have these, like you have to eat the worst part of the cow as opposed to, the fillets and things like that.
Oh God, dude.
I know. Think about it.
When I was in England, when you have the big breakfast, they have blood pudding, which is like, I mean, I think it's intestines with liver and then it's like blood. And I mean, it has a weird taste to it, but the British guys that were like the security for Jelly Roll were just like, "You're not going to eat it. I'd love to have it." And they just, they gobble it up and you're like, ugh. Yeah. It's just, to me, it's like, I love the breakfast, but good God, the sausages over there, I'm just so, you just feel the fat.
Now, did you get a chance to hear this album yet? Or
no, I listened to it. I listened to it on the flight because I knew we were prepping for it, and then I listened to it today while I was unpacking.
And you like the Cook County Jail one a little better?
Well, no, no, don't say that. I'd say, I feel like they're both very similar in sound. Yep. I don't think one, even though it's a few years later, I don't know if it's so much of a, he's better or worse. I just, it's one of those things that this record and the other one, you just put it on and it's a vibe, and I don't mind it. I actually quite like it. I love slow blues. So I think it just sounds really pleasant. And yeah, I mean, dude, it's a good record. Is it better than some of the shit we've done recently? Is it better than Phil Spector's Christmas Jive? I mean, I don't know. It's, can you put this on and kiss somebody under the mistletoe? Yeah, I think so.
It's not all slow blues. This is like, there's some real rocking songs here. Have you ever heard Please Love Me? Like, that song is rocks. You Upset Me, Baby. That's like a swing tune. Those are really worry. They're I don't know. I feel like there's only one bad cut on the whole album. Can I get to that?
You want to do the finale? We're at we can just dick around for the next few minutes.
Yeah.
All right. So what's your favorite song?
That's a hard one. I mean, it's hard. Those first two songs, if I hate to split the baby, but Sweet Little Angel and Every Day I Have the Blues. Like how he starts off the concert is just at 10. He starts at 10. It's just incredible. So that's wonderful to hear that.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
But I really like You Upset Me, Baby. Please Love Me.
Got to pick one.
Yeah, I would say, I don't know, Every Day I Have the Blues. I just think it starts off with just that band is cooking.
Yeah. Every day I have the blues.
Like the blues it's so funny, the form of the blues of say the word, say the lyric, repeat the lyric, and then rhyme the lyric. It's like, went down to the red house, saw my baby down, and then you repeat it, the exact same line, and then you rhyme it, and that's the whole form for a lot of these blues songs.
Why do you think it's that way?
Because at its core, blues music is heartbreak music. Obviously, It's the blues. So it's more about the expressiveness of the vocalist than the simplicity of the songs. Of, I want this baby, she cheated on me, and then I killed her. That's the song.
Yeah.
That's basically, that's it. So it's just it's like the opposite of like what Cole Porter would do, or what George and Ira Gershwin would do, or Irving Berlin, which is very clever lyrics out of the whole world of musical theater, or why am I blanking on the name of it? Tin Pan Alley dudes, where it was very clever lyrics. And this is much more about, I hate to say it, like emotion, I would say below the waist kind of music. It's like, okay, this is for copulating, and this is for the deepest kind of emotion. Stop all the clever lyrics, and let's get to what it's like to be a human being on the planet Earth, and the deep feeling and heartbreak that comes along with just being alive, all of it. So I think that's what resonates with it. That's also what limits, in my opinion, the blues music to lyrically is there. I went down to the crossroads, fell down on my knees, went down the crossroads, fell down on my knees, help me please. Like, it's very the simplest little frame, and then from there they just explode with musical ideas, especially with once they were able to plug in those electric guitars.
Yeah.
And he used mainly Gibson guitars into Fender amplifiers, so it was just a great combination of these two American brands.
Ooh, hold on for a second, because Rolling Stone magazine ranked him the 8th greatest guitarist of all time.
Yeah, he's incredible, and he's a phenomenal vocalist. Phenomenal.
Hold on, greatest guitarist of all time. Let's see.
How can I guess the list?
We're gonna go. I'll go to let's see. There's fucking 500 of them. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Let me go down real quick.
Number 8.
All right, are we gonna? He's number 8. Do you want to start at number 1?
Yeah.
Who do you got? Who do you think they pick?
I'm guessing Rolling Stone is going to go Jimi Hendrix.
Yep, knock that out of the park. Who's number 2?
Then I'm gonna. They might. It depends on what year they wrote this.
2003.
Oh, 2003. Oh, well,
yeah. No. 2023. I'm sorry.
Oh, 2000. Prince. No.
Chuck Berry.
Oh, Chuck Berry. Oh, I love it.
Who's number 3? Who is number 3?
Give me a hint. Just give me a hint. Give me a hint.
Huge. Never mind. I was gonna say huge dick. It's Spinal Tap. Made fun of him with the cucumber in their pants.
Oh.
I'm not trying to give it away. Mysticism.
Jimmy Page?
Yep.
Yeah, that's Robert Plant. Okay. Let's keep going.
Oh, okay, my bad. I'm sorry.
No, it's no big deal.
All right, who's number 4? Number 4 coming in, probably, more famous than his singer.
Oh, Jeff Beck?
Nope.
More famous than his singer?
Singers.
His singers. Oh, that's a hint.
It's a big hint.
He has multiple singers. Oh my God! What's wrong with me? I don't.
Eddie Van Halen.
Oh, of course. Oh, okay. I got you. I thought there were multiple singers. Yes.
At number 5.
Oh my God! I miss Eddie Van Halen so much. That kid.
We've talked about this dude many, many times. At number 5, even today, you've done a bunch of the episodes.
Not Stevie Ray Vaughan.
No, you said it already today.
Oh, I did.
You just
Eric
said
Clapton.
it.
Eric Clapton.
No, Jeff Beck. You fucking loon.
Oh, Jeff Beck. Sorry.
Coming in at number 6. There's no fucking way you're getting this one, dude.
It's
like a woman.
Oh, I know who it is.
Who?
It's Sister Rosetta Thorpe.
Yeah. Because I said a woman. That's why.
Yeah. That was the. Oh, she's great. She's great. She played kind of religious music but really fun guitar player.
I don't think you're going to get this one.
She was part of that tour. Remember we talked about that tour that went to England?
Yes, of course.
Inspired all. Yeah, she was part of that tour. Yeah.
You're not going to get this one. I don't even know that this guy was considered one of them, but he's become an incredible producer over the years.
Oh.
Gap. He's got a gap in his teeth.
Is it? I think I know who this is. This is. He plays like R&B. He's a black guy. He plays R&B music and
dance. I'd say more dance music.
Yeah. Does he do the? Let me take you to Funky Town. Is that his song?
I don't. Maybe he wrote.
Yeah. I can't.
David Bowie, Daft Punk, Duran. It is Nile Rodgers.
Yes, Nile Rodgers, of course.
And then number 8, obviously the ambassador of blues, B.B. King. And who's after
the ambassador? Not the.
Yeah. And then who's after him? Would have never thought this, nor do I think you're ever going to get this. There is no
George
fucking
Benson?
way.
George.
So give me the night. No, it's not. It's not. Wait,
Wes Montgomery?
I love Wes Montgomery, but it is not Wes Montgomery. I'm just gonna give it because there's no.
Yeah, I love it.
Joni Mitchell.
Yes, she's that's a very Rolling Stone magazine
answer
placement there. Yeah, they love that scene. They love her, and she is very creative acoustic guitar picker.
Sure. Is she better than number 10? I don't think so. You're not. I think this is where I fell in love with this guy. He played the solo in Loan Me a Dime by Boz Scaggs, part of the Muscle Shoals.
Oh. Yeah, I guess just stop right there. Is it Steve Cropper?
Dwayne Allman.
Oh, Dwayne Allman. Yeah, these guys. These are all legendary guys.
And then
wait a minute. Clapton is not in the top 10?
No, Clapton. He's not even. Holy shit. I'm going. Oh my God. No Clapton. Hold up. 18.
This might have been after the
19, 20. Wow. Where the fuck is he? This is crazy.
This is what happened post
the racist rant.
Yeah. Post rant. You get dropped down. He would have definitely been in top 10. There's no
dude, I'm already at 31, 32. Know him. 34. I don't see 35. They got Clapton at number 35.
Yeah. Erased from history.
Erased because dude, they got they got Brian May, Jack White, George Harrison, Neil Young, Eddie Hazel, David Gilmour, Buddy Guy, St. Vincent. I don't know whether she's in there. John Frusciante, James Burton, Hetfield, and Kurt Hammett together. Albert King holding with a pipe in his mouth. Randy Rhoads at 21. Vaughn at 20. Freddie King at 19. Tom Morello at 18. Good buddy of ours, a friend of the pod. Mother Mabel Carter at 17.
I don't know even who they.
Robert Johnson at 16, Keith Richards at 15, Prince at 14, Tommy, I always fuck his name up. Tommy Iommi.
Yes, yeah.
And
that's from Black Sabbath.
Yep. And then Jimmy Nolan at 12. And at number 11, Carlos Santana. That's it.
By the way, Carlos Santana is a huge BB King devotee.
Well, I wish we would have known that. We could have booked him. But I'm also happy that we've got Lil Wayne Federman coming on.
I know. He's on but they're also the Grammy Awards in February. So in like 5 months is doing a huge tribute to BB King at the Grammy Awards.
Oh, wait, Joe got in touch with me. He said, "Who are you?" Okay, never mind. So he's not coming on.
Okay.
All right. Anything on this record you skip over?
Yes.
And
I hate to say it, it makes me look like the worst person in the world.
What? What is
that's
it?
Track number 10. It's called Help the Poor. It's called Help the Poor. The one like social commentary track on the album.
Yeah.
The one like In the Ghetto kind of song on the album. And yeah, it's not great. It's not great. And again, I appreciate the sentiment. I'm all for helping the poor. I know I sound like a privileged guy who steps on homeless people, but I'm just talking about the song number 10 on this 10-track album, Help the Poor. That's the one you skip. Did you hear it?
Yeah, I did. I did listen to this twice. I listened to the records. Trust me, dude.
Yeah.
I give it the time and the I give it what it deserves, and to make sure that I don't come in here sounding like an idiot. But when I have you on, I don't got to do anything. I just let Wayne talk.
No. BB King. I mean, when you told me that this was happening, I couldn't believe it. This album is so not only influential, it's just it holds up so well. I put it alongside that James Brown Live at the Apollo, which again, 2 of the 4 most iconic Chitlin Circuit rooms are these shows. And so I just like connected to that world of those guys working the road day in, day out, getting women pregnant all over America with a low sperm count.
Even with low T. Low T,
BB King is killing it. Riley King.
Oh, just I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say, because if it was another comedian here, I would have said what I was gonna say and they would have laughed, but you would have gone, "Oh God,
why do we have to work?
What is going on here?" All right, can you neck to this? Can you?
Of course, all of it.
You can heavy pet to this record.
This is what the blues is about. It's sex music. It's very basic, primal music. That's what's incredible. And all right.
It really is. All right. How do you sum this up? What's your elevator pitch?
Well, if you want to know where the electric blues, the prism of which all electric blues get shot out from all the different colors, you could start with BB King, and this album absolutely captures on a scale of 10 out of 10 what it was like to see that guy live, to see what these shows were live, and the electricity that's created between performer and audience on that night in 64 or 65 or whenever it came out. I think it was recorded in 64. It came out in 65 in this iconic theater, now torn down, on the south side of Chicago.
Well, promote away, buddy. I know you got going on. I guess we should tell everybody, don't take Tylenol anymore. It's bad for you.
I remember the Tylenol scare. Do you remember that thing? Just real quick. There was a guy who poisoned Tylenol, I believe he killed some people, put poison into Tylenol. And the way they caught him is that he shorted the stock. Like he knew the stock of the pharmaceutical company would drop when they found out the Tylenol was being, and so he made a lot of money that way. And they're like, oh, this guy, this stock manipulator is caught. So that's how they caught the guy. And that's the reason we have all medicines have like that seal on top that you have to peel off. It used to be you just open up a bottle of aspirin, it was open.
No way.
Because of that one dude who tried to manipulate the stock market by killing people with Tylenol.
Interesting.
But, yeah, and now, well, I'm gonna look into it before I endorse anything.
Any Tylenol. Promote away. I know you've got some docs coming up, and we thank you for coming on for this. And tell the listeners. And I'm going to say it during the intro too. What a gift to have you and be a part of the show, because you know how much I love having you on. If you could do every episode, I'd have you on. But it's like we're going to get back to. there's always a chance. You never know. There's always a chance that Wayne Federman might be coming on to do Blondie
again. Yeah, again. People keep canceling on you. I get it.
It's not canceling. It's been scheduling because of this trip. This trip was, and now leave.
You will admit your itinerary was packed this summer.
Especially the last month was, I had no time whatsoever. So, and I was on Jelly Roll schedule. So, and he goes and goes and goes. So there was no like to try to set a date. Oh, we're going to do this date. It was like, that was why there was that one night where we were like, can you do right now? And you're like, yep, let's go. And then we did it because I didn't realize it. And then all last week I was in London, which I should have just knocked out a bunch that way. But it's also that time difference, man. That just kills you too. Like that's like to do, a 3 p.m. is really X, and to do it's a lot, dude. So I love you, buddy. Thank you for coming on. But promote. I know you got the Mel Brooks. Are we getting close?
Yes, we're getting close on the Mel Brooks. But I wanted to talk about a gig I have, a stand-up gig in, believe it or not, Auburn, not Alabama, Auburn, New York. At the Auburn Public Theater. Wayne Federman doing a big show at the Auburn Public Theater on the 4th of October. If you happen to be in upstate New York, near Syracuse, come on by. I'm going to be doing an hour. I'll be doing piano. It'll be great. And so that's a big gig for me. Big
gig. Go see Wayne, everybody. Wayne, I know I'm going to have you back. So thank you for coming on, bud.
All right. Later.